So how did you get started in the event space?
So it's a funny story, actually. I used to be a bar back, working behind the bar at an Italian restaurant. Because out of school, I was just trying to make money fast. So I was just like, look, I go to an Italian restaurant, that's cash every day. I could go do that. So I started off making like $350 a week. And I always had that millionaire mindset. So I'm just like, yo, there's more to be made out here. I'm seeing the servers making like $1,000, $1,200 a week. I asked my manager if I could get that server position. They're just like, nah. So I'm just like, I'm gonna put things into my own hands. So around that same time, I applied at another restaurant nearby. And unfortunately, I had to take the bus like 3 hours to get to work. So I got another job at this other Italian restaurant and they gave me the position of server. And they gave me the position. And before I know it, I just start picking up on it really good. And I'm making like $1,200, $1,400 a week. I'm at around this time, I'm like 22, just finished college. So also around the same time, we had just moved back to Queens. My mom had just got a house in Queens. And she was, real tied up with the house and things like that. But she was also running a smaller location here in Brooklyn. So I'm just like, hey, while you're busy, I could go and operate the small space because people would come by and it was like a little community room type of thing. And people would be like, hey, do you have like a little kids party or whatever the case would be? And she's just like, yeah, sure. So I started to run it for her and I'm seeing the whole game. Mind you, I'm a server working all day on my feet for like $200 a night. People are paying $500, $600 for a couple hours at a venue. You don't even have to be there, just open and close. So eventually I'm just like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna get my own. So I'm staying at home at the time. I'm just stacking my bread, stacking, working 6, 7 shifts a week at the Italian restaurant, stacking, stacking, stacking. Eventually, after a year, I save up $30,000 and I'm just like, I could get my own space. Cool. So I start looking at my own space, look at one, look at two. And then by the third one, I'm just like, this is the one. It was right here on Fulton Street in Brooklyn. For anybody, shout out all my New York people. It was about 2,300 square feet. I still have it to this day, 1542 Fulton Street. I put my entire life savings into the spot because at that time, nobody's teaching about this stuff. I'm just figuring it out as I go. So I get my first spot. I dump my entire life savings into it. Wow. I'm like, I got to make some money. I got rent due on the first. So that's when I first start playing around with Instagram ads and promo and just like really kind of getting my name out there and things like that. Well, my name of my company, Mannequin, out there. And I'm just like, yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Brian Waldron. I'm a 22-year-old entrepreneur. We got this package going on. Get the venue, get the chair, get a table. It was like $800, $900 or something like that. But people started coming through the door
You say 800 to 900 a night?
for the night, including a chair and including a table. It was wild. I couldn't do something like that now, but you have to do what you got to do. So that same week, I made $4,000. Mind you, it would take me like a month to make that kind of money before. What I do at that point is I start developing more inventory. I start getting bigger and bigger packages. Let me add some tablecloths. Let me add this. Let me add that. To the point where it's like a full service, all you need right here in one spot, one stop shop type of thing. So eventually I make $10,000 in a month, $15,000 a month, $20,000 in a month. And so I eventually get my third location on Ashford and New Lots right here in Brooklyn. So now I have my third location. Now we're doing like $40,000, $50,000 a month. So we started doing like $40,000, $50,000 in a month. We get two more locations right here in Brooklyn, July 2021. And then we started having $100,000 months,
Mm.
90,000, 80,000, $100,000 months. And it's just been up since then. So we just recently acquired two more spaces in the Bronx and we're in the process of purchasing a building in Philadelphia to get another two locations. So it's been a very tumultuous journey, but rewarding all the same. So I wouldn't have it any other way.